Hello YouTubes, and how is everybody today? You join me on a bright and clear but really cold January morning in Kent in the sunny UK, and it is sunny today. And this morning I'm out for a ride with a Facebook group, Small Bikes Big Adventures. Obviously this is a small bike. The rules of the group is 250cc and below, and this is a 43-year-old 250cc motorcycle. Now someone posted on the group about rideout, so I thought, you know what, let's give it a go. Now I've not met any of these people in the flesh as such, only you know, posts online and what have you. And some people, well, say some people outside of the motorcycle community, shall we say, might think it's weird that you get up early in the morning, you jump on your bike on a really cold day. I mean, look at the frost everywhere. My daughter's car said it was -6 when I moved it this morning, but it is an Alfa Romeo and it doesn't lie. I think it just it's called Albi, by the way, and I don't think Albi likes being in England. I think Albi would like to be in Rimini instead. But anyway, I digress. What was I talking about? Yeah, getting up early to jump on my bike, ride. We're meeting just outside Dover, Whitfield. Anyone that's travelled to the port of Dover will know Whitfield roundabouts. At the top of the big hill, Jubilee Way, going down to the port, there's a McDonalds and a petrol station there. I'm sure many of you have stopped there for a quick bite when you're early for the ferry. But this is frosty here. But yeah, meeting a bunch of strangers to go for a ride on your bike. Now, outside of the motorcycle community, oh, look at those frosty fields. Outside the motorcycle community, that might seem like a bit of a weird thing to do, meeting up with a complete bunch of strangers. I don't know, does it? I don't know, it's a bit of a weird one. Carter Junction, she's staying there, he's not even looking. But the people of that group all ride small motorcycles and they all do good journeys on them, so they're all like-minded. Oh, Olins, they're all like-minded people. So I did post up that I wouldn't mind bringing my GoPro, take a little bit of footage, chuck it on the channel. It'd be nice for everyone on the page to see what the southeast Kent, whatever contingent get up to. So join me on my travels for today. Obviously my editing, as you know, is pretty much I press start, I waffle, I press stop, I get home, I add it all together and I post it, warts and all. So some of the footage will be good, some of the footage won't be so good, some of the footage will be fucking awful, some of it could be epic. I doubt that bit very much. But anyway, join me for a spin today with Small Bikes Big Adventures team, and I'll catch you in a little bit. Alright, I'm nearly at McDonald's, so let's see if I'm the first person to arrive, because I am very early. It is only 9 o'clock. Oh, there are a few bikes there, look at that. The trouble is that when it's small bikes, you sort of think, am I going to get mixed up with people that are Just Eat riders? But these didn't look like Just Eat riders, that looked like a monkey bike. Yeah, look at that. Hey, look at this. Let's roll into the middle there. I think I'm blocking the pavement here, he looked a bit unimpressed. And that's probably going to roll over. Right, we're here. Let's get my heated kit off and let's go find everybody. This should be easy to find. They're going to be shivering around a coffee. Right, speak soon. soon. Catch you in a minute. Right then, it looks like we're off. I didn't ask if there's any sort of etiquette with riding. It doesn't look like there is. It looks like we're all just riding. What a nice bunch of lads. Made me feel totally welcome when we got to McDonald's. We're having breakfast. Just sorted my seat out. I only chatted to I chatted to a few people. Phil, Roy, and John, or Jono, I think he was. Who's the guy that organises or organised this run anyway. Yeah, I've got no idea where we're going. I didn't really ask, to be fair. We just sort of we just jumped on the bikes. But what a mix! There's everything from a, you can see it behind me actually. That's a DRZ 400 actually. I didn't really look, but you got everything from a DRZ to 125s to monkey bikes. The thing of beauty, which is the 250RS, GM125, and a Vespa, which I can smell. If you had smell-o-vision, you better smell it too, but unfortunately you haven't, so you just have to take my word for it. So I'm not quite sure where we're heading. I know we're going to Dungeness, but yeah, join me on the way and I'll see if I can get a little bit of footage as we get to some decent narrow lanes. So catch you in a few minutes, well, in a few seconds for you, but you know what I mean. I'm back. Look at this, and we turned off down we just come through Lynn and we're just into a nice cheeky little lane, sort of lanes that I love riding, and obviously these guys do as well. Although to be fair, this is a bigger lane than the ones I normally ride. But I counted them, we got stuck at some traffic lights about 5 minutes back. So I counted the bikes, 13 motorcycles, 13, well, motorcycles, scooters, you name it, but 13 of them. And they're 13 of pretty much every sort of different bike that you can imagine. As I say, from what I think was a DRZ, I think it's a 400, I could be wrong, to monkey bikes, to scooters, to 125s, little Yamaha, I think it's a YB125. It really is a bit of everything, which is great to see. There's a Cub, which I think is Jono's, with about 500 stickers on it. Lucky bugger, he's got places to put stickers. I've got a top box, so that's going to get filled at some point. But the temperature keeps changing, so if the screen gets cloudy, it's because the temperature's changed. Every now and then you go from a cold bit to a warmer patch of air, as we've just done now. And if you can see my mirror, yeah, it does that. And there's someone in the BMW that's going to be stuck behind us for a little while doing 30-40 miles an hour. See, I've clipped my visor up, it's quite warm now. That's a bit weird. But because of the slow speeds, everyone can sit a little bit tighter together. On the bigger bikes, when we're out blasted around, obviously you're going a lot faster, you leave bigger gaps. But this is quite nice, it's a bit more sociable. But yeah, happy days. I'm not going to overtake anybody because I don't really know if that's sort of the done thing, being the new boy. So I think I'll just sit up the back here, watching the world go by and enjoying a little ride out with everybody, because that's what we're all out for, and that's what everyone's rocked up for. Yeah, 13 bikes on a bloody cold day. And I mean, I feel a bit guilty because I've got all my heated kit on, so I'm quite toasty, but I'm pretty sure other people are quite cold. So if you're watching this and you're one of the cold people, fucking well done. That's a really good effort. Nice little tight bend, look at that. Right, that beamer is still there, I thought he'd gone. I don't know if you can see up there, still got smell-o-vision. Can still smell that Vespa, at least I think it's a Vespa, it looked like a Vespa. let's get a few more of these lanes done. I might stick a bit of tunes on in a minute. A bloke at work has got me into a band called Clutch. Now I'm well late to the party on that one, because I had a look at one of the albums, it was like 1991, so you know, this is 30 odd years ago, 35 years ago, 33 years ago. So where have I been? How have I missed this band? But that's what I've been playing recently. Some epic tunes, really good. Bit early ZZ Top, which is, hey, that's not a bad thing, is it? Early ZZ Top, Lagrange and cheap sunglasses and all that sort of stuff, if you know your early stuff. But yeah, so I'll switch the camera off for a little while. I'll put my tunes on and I'll be back soon. Cheers. Camera's back on. Just had a couple of really nice little lanes there, tiny little lanes, which is the stuff that I love riding. And sod's law, as I put my camera on, we now get to a slightly bigger lane. Oh, we're going to be caught by a tractor. It might actually slow us up today. Look at that. Ah, we're back to the little lane. Yeah, tractor up front. Would you believe it? We've been slowing everyone else, and now we catch up with a tractor. That DR, is it a DRZ? It's very clean. I mean, really clean. All the plastics inside are clean. Yeah, nice. Tractor's turning away. That's good. Oh, so are we. Oh, right, Akrise towards Elam. There you go, see if you can get a view of the bikes there. Hopefully you can. Oh, the tractor's pulled over. That's good of him. Look at that. What a nice bloke. I don't know if you heard that, he gave us a beat with his horn. He was sticking his thumb up as we came past, good old boy. Yeah, some people are just belligerent and they sit in the way and don't give a shit, but yeah, that was good of him. Nice little lanes. Oh, a bit of shit there. I'm leaving the camera on in the hope that I get, because I don't know these roads at all, which is nice. I'm hoping I'll get a shot of where you can see all the bikes, and you get a nice open bit, so that if anyone's on this run they can see themselves. Frozen puddle there. Still cold then, because that's in the sun. I'm going to say it again, if you've got smell-o-vision, just imagine smelling two-stroke and you get the idea. I'm hoping you can't hear the music in the background. I'm pretty sure you won't be able to, because I've done this before and you can't hear it, because otherwise YouTube might be funny and block the video. That's a fucking big oak tree, don't want to hit that. Here we go, can we see up the line? I'll pull right over. I don't know if you can, but a nice long straight, whole load of bikes, everyone out in the sun enjoying themselves. This is what life is all about. Couple of learners, at least a couple of learners from the L plates anyway, which is great, because you know it's a whole new generation of riders who get the opportunity to jump on their bikes and come out and be part of something. And this whole small bikes thing is quite a big community. There are a couple of big Facebook pages, and I guess I'm just lucky living in Kent that there is a group that do this locally to give you the opportunity to get out on the trusty rusty thing of beauty that is the RS, with some like-minded people down some little lanes, which if you've watched any of my videos at all, you know this is what I enjoy doing. My little bit of therapy. Trusty rusty RS, little country lanes, sometimes a few tunes in my head, and then talking absolute bollocks. But yeah, happy days. And for those of you that don't live in the UK, This is another typical Kentish lane. Big hedges either side, shit in the middle. Passing places, people come the other way. Thank you. And nice views over the rolling English countryside. It is nicer in the summer, to be fair, when the weather's warmer and you're not wearing lots of layers, but with the heated kit, as I say, I'm quite warm, especially at these lower speeds. I did take off a little screen that I had so that the bike looked a little bit cleaner, to be fair, but I did notice it this morning, an extra bit of wind, so that might go back on for some more chilly rides. Oh, lovely little bridge here. Are we going to get a view? Can you see everybody? We are stuck behind another agricultural thing. I don't know what it is. Someone will probably tell me. It's green, it's small, it's slow. It's not a tractor. But I think, yeah, he's turned off a lane and we're going the other way. Happy days. Right, Ottinge. Never heard of it. But luckily, look at that. Road narrows, small lanes again, beautiful. Right, back to my tunes, people. Catching a little bit. Just entering Ming Village. I wonder if that's the same BMW's just caught us up, poor buggers if it is. My wife always said that she wanted to open a pub in Liminge, or Liminge. So, and she was going to call it the Cock, so it'd be the Cock in Liminge. Now, you've probably got to be English to understand that joke. I won't elaborate, but yeah, the Cock in Liminge. I don't know, there's a pub called the Cock in Liminge. It'd be quite funny if there is. We're going through the middle of it now anyway. Just keep an eye out. Nice little village though, got a friend who lives there. I like that load of quad bikes. Okay, it's a cheerful wave. They're obviously going, I would guess, going to do some green laning somewhere. Right, doesn't look like there's a cock, I'm afraid. No cock in Liminge. That's a shame. Right. Back to me tunes. National speed limit. Power! Yeah, 35 mile an hour. But it doesn't matter because everybody is having fun. You know, we're all on small bikes. I know some bikes, I mean this one obviously being a 250 is got a little bit more power than some of the others, but you know, the little 125 monkey bikes, I haven't ridden one. But I bet they sit quite happily, well I say quite happily, I bet they sit at 60 mile an hour, which is what I do on this. That's my cruising speed on this. So, you know, we're probably not all too far out from the little 125s. Been on the 250. Right, we're turning away here. We're going to see everybody. There's a few cars, I'm afraid. But I don't know if you can see everyone turning off there. There's a fellow on a Dax. Oh, I rode one of them many years ago. Yeah, I was just chatting to one of the guys. The very first motorcycle I ever rode was a Z50R monkey bike in 1978 when I was in Saudi Arabia, of all places. We used to ride in the desert. I was 10 years old. And it was a mate of mine's 3-speed automatic, and we would jump on it and we'd just go flying across the desert on it. No helmets, no gloves, absolutely fuck all. Parents didn't know where we were. You know, we'd leave the compound, jump on the bikes and off we go. We go to the little markets, you know, no one would even bat an eyelid. All the you know, all these sort of Arabs wandering around buying stuff at the markets, and two little fucking 10-year-old English kids. Sometimes there'd be three of us because there was a guy who had a Dax, I think it was a 70, which seemed quite fast at the time. and we just park the bikes up and walk around these markets. I think I bought my first penknife from one of them, from one of the little Arab traders. But yeah, they were good times, really good times. I mean, I'm, you know, being a parent now, would I let my daughter do that? The sad thing is, I probably wouldn't, and that's just a sad indictment on society, I guess. You know, but hey, the world's a changed place all over the, you know, all over the world. I mean, I remember in that country where, you know, even when I was working back in the Middle East in the mid to late 90s, you go to the souk, the markets at, you know, 10-11 o'clock at night, and there'd be little kids just running around, and the stupid European in me does the old fucking hell, where are their parents? And they would run up to stalls, and the stall holders would give them some water, give them some dates, you know, some biscuits, a bit of chocolate, and off the kids would run away again. And everyone looked after, you know, the kids were sort of, everyone acted as a parent almost. Would that happen in the UK? Would it? Fuck. You know, even we were now 30 years ago, even 30 years ago that wouldn't have happened. So sometimes when people think of other societies being more, you know, backward, for want of a better word, well, you couldn't be further from the truth on a society point of view. That's a bit shitty and muddy. Anyway, I'm going right off on a waffle now. Back to the riding. Got Dax behind me now, so I'm not tailing Charlie anymore. So I'm guessing if they use the drop-off system. Ah, I know where we are now. This is the little green lane. I've done this green lane. Off to the right, just there. I've done that a few times. That was the one where I absolutely flooded this in that puddle, if you saw that episode. So yeah, I know where I am now. The A20 up towards, we're generally towards Hythe, with the Channel Tunnel behind us. Right, catch you again in a few seconds once I find the off button. We're on the marsh now. Donkey Street. We're on my manor now. Well, not really my manor, but I do ride these lanes fairly often, so I feel at home. But I've chucked the camera back on because it's quite wide open and flat on the marsh, on Romney Marsh, so hopefully you get a good view. If I can look across the fields, you get a good view of a lot of the bikes. I've moved my way up the convoy, or just call a group of bikes, don't know. People have been dropping off on the corners, and obviously joined on the back. A couple of people have come past me, I've gone past a couple of people, so you get a bit of a different view. I say a different view, I think it's that DRZ in front of me, and that is, I think that's Phil on a 125 van behind me, who I was chatting to at McDonalds. And this goes out towards New Romney from memory. If I knew people a bit better, I would probably overtake and get a view of all the bikes, but I don't want anyone to go, what's he doing? So if you're watching this and you're going, oh, you should have done, well, I will next time. But you know, it's like the first time you ride with a group, you know, you want to make sure that you don't do anything that is sort of not a done thing for group riding. These lovely little twisty routes, eh? Yeah, I know this road. I'm sure it goes out towards New Romney. Oh, I hit 5,500 RPM out of that corner. Tramping on a bit. Yeah, you can't see, but I could see Jono in the distance. I was hoping that we'd be able to see more bikes, but you can't. Oh well. Right, I might wait till we get into the town, try and get a clip of everybody. We're heading down towards Dungeness today, which is where the lovely scenic nuclear power station is. So we're going to head down towards there for a stop. That will be the point that I'd probably bail out and head home rather than go back to Dover and then back to Ashford. I'll be going back to Ashford from there. There we go, everyone stopped at the corners. Can you see everybody? The old Burmarsh Road towards Burmarsh. And into Burmarsh Village. Yeah, I'll be bailing out at Dungeness. So I've got things to do. I actually got to go to work later. So this is a bit of an early start for me to get a ride in, but I couldn't resist it. So when I get home I'll try and upload this all to YouTube and chuck it on so everyone can have a bit of a chuckle, and hopefully all you people on Small Bikes Big Adventures can see what this lot get up to on a little ride out, and it might encourage a few more people to jump on bikes. Not that it seems like this lot need it. Freezing cold weather, jumping on the bikes, happy days. That's what it's all about. I can't see anyone, or I don't know anyone that's cried off because of the cold. There's Roy on a Gin 125, which is painted up in sort of I was going to say matte khaki, but it's more like a matte beige. Good looking little bike that. Does the Mallee Mile on it and the beach race. Is it the Mallee Mile? I don't know. I know he did the beach race on it. He's probably looking at the screen now going, no you twat, it's the beach race only. But either way, yeah, he does the beach race every year, so I'm going to have to pop down one year and look at that. Mate of mine, Mike Butler, he's done that. So maybe stick some sand tyres on this. That'd be a laugh when it's sand tyre on the back. If you can get them in these sizes, be a bit of a chuckle. But I've seen what beach racing does to a motorcycle. Mate of mine did the Western Supermare beach race many years ago, and the bike was just an absolute mess. It crucified it, poor thing. Chain sprockets, pads, the motor got sand in it. It was in a real state, you know, and that doesn't include just the salt water. But anyway, waffling now, waffling and chatting shit. Oh, open bit. Can you see everybody? Probably not. Yeah, you might get a little view there. Oh, this is nice, eh? This is lovely. 35 mile an hour across the marsh, loads of people on similar bikes, all having fun. Right peeps, catch you in a minute. Well, it won't be a minute, will it? It'll be in about 4 seconds. Once I fumble with the off button as usual. You know I don't edit this shite, I just add clip to clip. So catch you in a second or two. Thought I'd try and grab a quick clip here as we pull up at the junction, but you can see everybody. Maybe get a view of Roy's bike as he comes through. And there's Phil. So I don't know anyone else's names. People will introduce themselves to me, but you know what it's like. You can never remember. You put faces to bikes. I do this at car meets when I take my car to the car meets. I know who owns what car, but I can't always remember their name. And when you chat to people you do know, they go, oh, you know, Dave, he's got the blah blah blah, and you go, oh yeah, that, oh right, okay. And that's where you know what people's names are. But that is the only way that I remember. So apologies if I don't remember your name. There is no offence, it's just me. Look at this cheeky little left turn. Oh, this is a nice little lane. Yeah, I've been down here before. And so far, on a sort of a side note, all the riding's been really good. No one's riding like a twat. Everyone's keeping their distances and a bit of spacing. I've only seen one, shall we call it, close shave. I won't mention the bike involved, but it did involve someone seeing a little bit late that everyone had stopped in front of them. If you're watching this, it was close. I went, oh, but there was a gap, and they sort of went towards the gap and then restarted the bike, and off they went again. I'm sure it would have caused about £1 worth of damage if that had happened, and no one would have been too upset. But yeah, everyone's riding really sensibly, you know, which is nice, because I've been out on rides with not the people I normally ride with, because we all know each other's capabilities, but I've ridden with other people, and for some reason they just feel this desire to show off, you know, coming flying past you at stupid speeds, and you know, where you wouldn't expect them to, and what have you. But everyone here, yeah, it's all good. Back in a bit. Quickly on, just to get a little view of this Vespa. I'm sure it's a Vespa D-Reg. So what's that, mid-80s? Yeah, he's one of the guys who was at McDonalds actually. I did say hello and we did exchange names, but you know, I can't remember. But just following him down the lanes, it's blasting along, kicking up stones and dust. What a laugh, eh? I might see if I can pull up beside him and get a little bit of footage. What does it say? It's a 150. Lovely. Yeah, let me see if I can creep up beside him and get some footage. Trouble is, he's got no mirrors, so I don't want to just appear. But he's cracking on. It does smell nice. Takes me back to my LC days. And I can see he's got a Small Bikes Big Adventures sticker on the leg shield. Let's just pull up, try and get a bit of footage around the bend, shall we? Yeah, go for it. Over the bridge. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I think that might be my bike of the ride actually. Oh, if I'd only known that humpback bridge had more of a hump, I'd have sat behind it, because that properly went over that then. That did look good. Right, let's catch up. Let's catch up with the rest of the group, shall we? 6,000 RPM on the brakes, tipping it in, squeezing the power on. Alright, 50 miles an hour. I can see people through the hedges. Yeah, we're still on this route. Every junction people turn away, they stop, and there have been a couple of times when there's been a drop off waiting at the corner, which is good. The people have obviously got a bit more of a shimmy on down here. 7,000 RPM, using the power. Through the S-bends, I call them the S's, makes it sound like a racetrack. Alright, there's Phil on his van. Entering the borough of Lydd. Its brake light is stuck on. It's been stuck on for quite a while, but every time we get to a junction there's not been the opportunity to pull up next to him and tell him. So I'll see if I can do that next time we stop. Right, cheers YouTubes, backing them in. Right, we're on the Lydd Road and there's some tuck down action going on at the front then. Looks like Jono is tucked as flat as he can get. Everybody is wringing their guts out of their bikes. Although the trusty Rusty is obviously not too bad at these speeds. What are we doing? 55 miles an hour. Ah, superb. Creeping up to 60. He's going for an overtake. Oh, fantastic. I think everyone's going for an overtake. We might get thwarted here. There's an oncomer. Yeah, I think Mr. YB125 thought better of that and bailed out. It's probably a good move. That's the trouble with a small bike, you need a bit of a run up. And obviously we haven't got a lot of room here because you can't see where you're going. There are a couple more straights, but let's see how much space we get. We're nearly at Dungeness anyway, so nearly the end of my part of the ride, but here we go, here comes the straight. Go on, he's going to go for it. Is he going for it? Yeah. What about Roy? I'm pretty sure Roy is probably on the throttle. He is, he's tucking down. And we're past. 57 miles an hour. See if I can creep up so we get a little bit of footage. Oh, it sounds good. As the Dax comes past us. Yeah. Happy days. That was going a bit bloody quick actually. A little Dax. Little thumbs up for the learner. He's tucking down now. Come on. Do you know what? It's like being 17 again. This is fucking brilliant. It's just like being a kid again. Go on, go on. Happy days, happy days. Right, we're nearly into the lid now. Oh, that was brilliant. Yeah, we're turning off towards the pubs now. I can still see bikes behind me, so they're all going to know where we're going. Is everyone waiting here? Yeah, it looks that way. Give it some. Here comes everybody else. Right, let's switch it off now. Speaking of set YouTubes, I'm back just to record really through Dungeness. This is it's a private road. Well, it's always deemed as a private road, but you've got all these little huts that are lived in. It's a funny little place, Dungeness. Obviously got the power station, which is there if you can see it, and there's a very famous artist. And do you know what, on the way here I thought, oh, I'll stop off at what's his name's place. And I say what's his name because I had his name in my mind, and can I remember it now? Can I fuck? But yeah, very famous artist, lived here for many years. I'll probably remember it on the way home. Maybe I won't. Don't know. But yeah, Dungeness, a weird place. I think someone said, or I read somewhere, that it was classed as a desert, the only desert in Europe. That could be absolute bollocks. I think there's something to do with rainfall. It certainly rains a lot here, so I don't know what that's about, but I don't know why that sticks in my mind. If you know, chuck a comment. because it's something like that. Now I don't know if we're going to stop at a lighthouse. There's two lighthouses, an old one and a new one. I don't know if we're going to stop for photos, or whether we're going to the Pilot Inn, which is a pub up the end here that does food and obviously beer. I don't think we'll be stopping for beer. But yeah, it's a funny little place. That's the newer lighthouse. What's his bloody name? The artist. He's world famous. It's not like it's Billy Smith who paints a couple of pictures. He used to make films. Here you go, the Britannia Inn. Yeah, he made films. Oh, fucking hell, John, I might have to, if we stop here for a couple of minutes, I might have to Google it. Just so I can waffle about it. What's his bloody name? I can't remember. We'll have to pass on that one. Right, let's get parked up and I'll say my goodbyes, and then yeah, then I'm gonna have to scoot home, get ready for work. I've got to go to France tonight, so I'll say my goodbyes. But yeah, bloody superb trip. There you go. There's everyone there. See you in a sec. Alright, that's me. Finished the ride. What a bloody great little ride it was. So I've said most of my goodbyes, and let's make a move home. What a thoroughly nice bunch of people. So thank you everybody if you're watching this video. Thank you for the warm welcome for my first ride out. Really enjoyed it, and it's great to have a good little laugh. Oh, there's that bloke on his adventure bike again, his Africa Twin I was just chatting to. Came from Cambridgeshire, all the way from Cambridgeshire, just because he heard of Dungeness and he wanted to come and have a look and have a spin around. So there you go. Yeah, let's get the old choke off. Trusty rusty Honda, thing of beauty that it is. Should be warmed up now. Yeah, I'm going to sneak past this car, and oh, he's pulled over. Where is he going? What is he doing? But yeah, thanks everybody. I had a thoroughly good time. So I'm going to head back to Ashford now, and I'll see everybody on the next trip, no doubt. So as usual, I know a few people do follow me for some fucking bizarre reason. If you've enjoyed the video, chuck us a thumbs up and chuck your comments in. Remind me who lived here, famous film director. I can't remember his name. I should have googled it while I was stopped at the Britannia, but I didn't. Bugger. But anyway, I think that's his house there, the yellow and black place. Yeah, that's his house there. What is his bloody name? Prospect Cottage. What's his name? Oh, I'll give up. Right, anyway, cheers YouTubes. Thank you, Small Bikes, Big Adventures. Apologies I couldn't remember everybody's names, but thank you again for the warm welcome. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I will be back for some more. So take care everybody, ride safe if you're on two wheels. If you're not on two wheels, then enjoy watching shite like this on YouTube, and I'll see you on the next adventure of RS'ing about. Take care.